So now what do we do? I know I have done my research. I know what the problems could be. Jen, what am I doing next?
Yep. So now we are going to basically think out loud in our email. So what I want that person.
Oh, I love that, by the way. Think out loud. Oh, I love that. That is okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Hyping me up. So I want to think out loud because I want someone to see why them, why now, why us. And so what I love to do in a cold email is make the very first line or the preview text that they see when they're like scanning their inbox, they haven't opened it yet, something about them, an observation about something they're trying to achieve. So I might say, I heard yours, and I wouldn't say it this way, but let's say here's what I found. I found a CEO talking about how they were landing all of these enterprise logos and they were really proud of it. Okay, so I might look at that observation and say, if they're talking about it publicly and all the case studies on their website are mid-market companies, that tells me that maybe they're trying to make a shift up market. So the email itself would start with, noticed Jane, your CEO, talking about the 10 enterprise logos you landed last quarter. Not I noticed, not I was reading your annual report, not I was listening like a creep to your CEO on a podcast. Like, they don't give a shit where we learned it from. The important thing is that we're able to pull in a relevant observation. So that's piece one. And then piece two is where I'm introducing what you just said, which is my problem hypothesis. So what might make it hard to land more enterprise accounts? That's where I'm bringing in, from a service-based business, my insight is from talking to other customers that we've worked with around what I typically see makes doing that job harder. And then the third piece is social proof. Not social proof like we worked with Acme and we drove a 4,000% ROI because every seller and their mother does that and it's become white noise. But rather to say, I worked with Acme and one of the things that they found hard was deciding, do I do this or do I do this? And the do I do thises are not buying your product. It's like the step that comes before buying your product, the thing that they have to really decide before they decide to move forward on a solution. And then lastly, with a call to learn, not a call to action. Because I think what most executives do is they scan their email. If they see that like calendar link, if they see the ask for 20 minutes, they're like, I know what this is, without even looking at the whole email. And so the call to learn is like, am I off base? Am interested in hearing a little bit more about this? Is this something you're running up against? So to sum it up, like my job of a cold email and structuring it that way is to try to seek problem alignment, because people who have problems that our solution solves for are great candidates for sales calls. We just tend to put the solution before the problem.